Hello, friends and family, brothers and sisters. I'm here today at the Tri-State. I'm at the park. We've been looking for James, and we finally found him. I'm so happy that I came back and I found him. So that's awesome. That's an awesome thing that we were able to um, find James. We want to do an update with James. James is a veteran, a homeless veteran. So this is the reason I've been wanting to do this interview. Hello, James. How you doing?
Good, brother. How are you?
I remember we did the interview like 3 weeks ago, I think.
Yeah.
Right. And you were telling us about your situation. You know what our channel's about. We interview homeless people, hunger, addiction, mental health, but most important, we do homeless veterans.
Yeah.
So just give us an update. Maybe 5-6 minutes, and
Yeah.
we'll be good.
Okay. Yeah, well, I'll weigh in again on my situation, and my testimony is ongoing because, it's a good fight of faith. And when you walk by, faith, not by sight, and I'm in the trenches every day. And I'm getting attacked by the enemy every day. It's Ephesians 6 for real. And, try to be encouragement in the darkest of places leaves you in the dark, and you have to be comfortable in that darkness. And every once in a while you see those dim lights that help you see through that and crawl through that hole. Right now I'm living in a tunnel. I'm good with it because, there's some psychological aspect of seeing that light at the end of the tunnel, and there's a lot of people that are in your same situation. So down in these storm drains, this is LA, this is Las Vegas, this is Laughlin, this is Bullhead. In every storm drain there might be someone reaching out for help, and I'm there pointing them the way.
Well, James, you said that you've been checking out our channel, and if you know
the popularity and the attention it's getting.
Yeah. And we've gotten 6 people off the street into their own places, into their own apartment.
I'm all about it.
So, can you give us any updates about your situation, your living situation,
Well, it's like a temporary place where in the wintertime I feel warm, and I need to save up money for my own place. And my thing is panning for gold, and I've staked my claim down there in the storm drain because there's gold flake there, and I know I can make money on what I'm doing and getting people on. But it's like a team effort, and anybody that shows any kind of initiative, I'm bringing them in on this opportunity to get out of the financial bind and have more liberty and independence. Oh, happy Veterans Day, by the way.
Yes.
Did you have a good one?
Yes.
Then? Yeah. It was a great day.
We spent it with another veteran.
Okay, yeah. Well, everything went swimmingly. It was a good. I felt good in my spirit. I felt good in the Holy Spirit of things, because I really got myself into a rut, and now I have to get myself out. I have to get back to the plow again.
Right.
And coming to that realization has made me kind of face reality for what it is, and I've sobered up.
Cool.
But I do every once in a while kind of fall back, backslide on some things that if I need some white, to do something, I will hit, I'll do it. And I want to get to a place where I can eliminate all that altogether, and I've been in those places, and that's where I want to be, because sobriety is important, and I know I have the strength within me, because the joy of the Lord is my strength.
Amen.
And as long as I link up with fellow believers, and really kind of tell them the get down of what's going on in my life, they understand that they're on the board too. And this is how Christianity is propelling forward, as a movement, as a whole movement, the election, everything, Trump, it all plays a part in God's will, and I'm just surrendering to it.
So, have you, one of my last questions was this dangerous thing happened out here with the homeless men and women.
Behind closed doors, usually in the homes that I don't have access to these places, and nor shouldn't. you know, because it's like the whole place has a dark cloud on it. People are very hush hush and quiet. And, you know, everything done in darkness will be exposed to the
Amen.
light. You know, there's nothing that can be done without Almighty knowing about it, you know. And it's like, I'm just trying to fight the good fight of faith every day. I slip up, but I pray, and I have good intentions. And, you know, the good intentions, you know, they say that hell is paved with man's good intentions, you know, and it's very true, because we intend to do good, but it's our flesh, it's the enemy, it's coming at us at all sides, and we got to be aware of these temptations and overcome them.
James, can you tell the people what happened to your bike?
It got stolen like the same, like a night after the interview I had with you. It was intended for a girl. Her name's Hope. She's under the care of a good friend of mine, Brandy, and surrounded by a lot of friends, rejected by her own family and stuff. So she's surrounding herself. You know, she's going through it. Every one of my good friends within my circle are going through it major. I have a friend who had an allergic reaction. His whole face swelled. You know, he's a drug addict. You know, we're all drug addicts, you know, trying to overcome and trying to fix this, the
Right.
head, you know, but the head needs to be connected to the heart, you know. And even me, you know, I'm saying this to remind myself, because I know what I'm capable under the influence of drugs, because it's pharmakia, it's spell conjuring, it's a type of witchcraft, you know. And I'm open the door and portals to a whole realm that we're not even supposed to see, because the fight has been won by the angels, you know, 2 against 1. Where 2 or more are gathered in his name, so shall he be, you know.
Amen.
And I'm very much on that platform, trying to speak within the darkness and let the light of my truth, because it is the words of God that I speak. If it lays on the deaf ear, then I know that I'm throwing my pearls before the swine, and I need to really get a hold of that spirit, because the fight is here. It's now. It's so it's intense, you know. It's in these tent cities of people that need help, and they need a true Christian to go that's been in that fight before, to pull them out of it, you know. But sobriety is definitely key, because the devil walks around like a roaring lion, seeking whom he may devour. You know, that's why it says, be sober, be vigilant, because your enemy is that lion looking to devour you, to kill you. You know, they are not your friend. They, you know, and so is sin. Sin leadeth to death, and that's what we're doing. We're killing ourselves off. You know, I'm trying to smoke less cigarettes, but it's like lesser of 2 evils. It's like I'm trying to find balance within chaos.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Right.
And I know you've been there before, brother.
Yes.
And you know, and I'm in this fight, and I'm glad we linked up, you and
Yes.
I, because I'm all for it, man. I see evil all around me, and I want to be on the other side, fighting the good fight, you know.
Amen.
And I'm in the trenches every day, and I fight and war with myself most, you know, because why take the plank out of my fellow's eye, if, you know, or why take the speck, right, when I'm blinded by this plank in my own eye? Because I gotta love me first.
Before, yeah.
I got it before all else. I gotta love God with all my heart, mind, soul, and strength, and love your neighbor as yourself. But what's the key in that? It's loving yourself.
Yes.
If I truly love myself, would I do anything toxic
No.
to put toxic, you know, in my temple, and what God, and that's not being a good steward. So it's that conviction that I know of, that I war with, and seeing friends like being each other's enablers is making me go crazy, because it's, you know, doing the same damn thing over and over again. It's the insanity of expecting a different result or an outcome coming out of it.
That's
you know?
true insanity, doing the same thing over and over.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
and
killing us.
I'm trying to liberate myself from the crazy house, you know, or, you know, just congregating amongst the, you know, just, I keep my distances, because, you know, there was someone that, you know, had a falling out with fentanyl, and I won't mention any names. It happens every day. This is the reality of the world we're living in. And it's the fentanyl that is giving these young kids, like, they get off on it, they just, these near-death experiences. It's the new craze, and it's crazy. It's like the angel of death knocking at your door every time you do it. And family members that love their loved ones that are out there are doing that. And that's what we're dealing with too, is you got this mom that's concerned that her son, the oldest, had fallen out, and he's a friend of mine, and it's like you need friends in those times, because if anybody's doing that fallout, and those red flags, or they're giving away all their stuff and they're in this deep depression, there's many ways. Suicide is there, but suicide is a sleeper, and death comes about like a thief in the night, taking people away, and they want to sleep. What's the most comfortable way you can say that somebody has died and passed on? That they did it in their sleep, and that's what a lot of people are doing.
You said something very interesting and that excited me, but I can't do it today because my wife and I and my daughter, we'll be heading to Phoenix, and then from Phoenix to Texas for 7 or 8 days. So, but when I get back, you said that you would take me to where you live.
Yeah, some of those. Well, yeah, it's my hood.
It's like your barrio. It's your barrio. It's your hood.
Yeah, that's right.
And that's
I'm policing my own street before we want to complicate things with the copperheads. It's like they have their own clique when you're staring at a loaded gun. What's the difference? But we're all trying to fight evil and terrorism, and fear it is a liar.
Yes.
And the father of lies is Satan, and I'm very much not his opposition. I want to fight that fight, and I see and feel within my spirit it is time to get back in the trenches and fight.
So you say,
pray for me, please.
Yes, we'll pray for Brother James.
Yeah,
in the name of Jesus.
And there's those times where I feel it, because I'm empathic to it. I feel it, and it's that faith. That faith is a shield, and the truth and the salvation of it all. Walking by faith.
So you say you'll take me to the tunnels?
Yes.
In Laughlin.
Come with us as we journey through Laughlin and some of the underground.
Yes, thank you, James. I appreciate that so much. So we'll probably see you when we get back, and then James. So you're in need of a bike or inner
a tube, a 24-inch tube. I kind of landed in Laughlin, and it's been hard to get mobile ever since. And that's
how much does an inner tube cost?
It's I think it's like $15 or something like that at most. But eight to I think Walmart's pretty affordable. But yeah.
Okay. So if anybody wants to help with that, I'm going to try to help him a little bit. But if anybody else can help, he's looking for another bike. His bike was stolen.
And I'm approachable. If you see me in the area, don't feel feel free.
He's very approachable.
Yeah, feel free to come up and talk to me.
His name is James. He's a homeless veteran.
And
are you trying to get your resources back from the vets?
I'm trying to get. I'm waiting on my ID, because with my phone, I spend a lot of time in the river.
You lost your phone, right?
Yeah, I'm gathering up a lot of. I came across an 1864 penny. In my treasure hunting along the coast of the Colorado River, I panned through gold. I want to get to a place where I have a smelting thing of my own business. It's my dream of mine, and I got a bite of the gold fever. Out here, because it is the #1 paying blue collar job in the area, and I'm educating myself through a trial by fire, literally.
So, you found an 1865 penny?
Yeah.
What'd you do with it? Did you just sell it?
I sold it.
How much?
$20.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Hello.
So,
how are you? And I just met this lady, and I heard some things about her, some good things. And another Christian lady that I wanted you to
okay. What's her name?
What was your name again?
Oh, that's my wife.
Oh, my bad. She looks like the lady that just came to the park. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's my wife.
I just saw you and your girl, and I didn't see your wife there.
No, I just pulled up. How you doing?
Okay, good. How are you?
Good.
So good. That's a good update, James. I appreciate it. You gave us that update.
We have lots of people praying for you.
He's going to take me to the tunnels. Next when we get home, he's going to take me to the tunnels.
Just be prayed up and everything. That's my post right now, is in this tunnel. And there'll probably be some people approachable to want to interview with you guys.
Okay.
but I'll ask them and give them a heads up too.
Okay.
There's about, I want to say about a good handful of people that are pretty cored in, you know, and engrafted into the tunnel, because the tunnel is a way to get away from the wind. It is shelter. There is no rains in the season, and it's kind of like a refuge in a weird way, and it's like a calm peace, and you want to surround yourself with people you know, and that's what's going down there.
Have you talked to Leslie? Did you ask him?
Yeah, he already told me.
I talked to him.
She's with Big Jim. That guy, Big Jim. So she's good. He said she's good.
She's under, you know, a good caretaker. I would definitely get involved if she wasn't in a good place.
Is Paulette up here?
Yeah. Paulette went back to Vegas.
Oh, good, to get her other.
Yeah, and I believe Teresa kind of went as her companion and her moral support.
Oh, good. Yeah, because we're in a hurry. We gotta go, babe.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say one more thing to you guys. Please, subscribers, you guys are awesome. You guys have always come through for us. If there's anybody that can help James, he needs a bike. His bike was stolen. He had a very nice bike, and it was stolen.
Yeah.
So if anybody could help with a bike, that would be much appreciated.
Yeah, because I mean, it's a pedal bike to a homeless person is a huge hand up, because it gets people mobile. It gets them to cross county lines even. You know, I mean, we got to get things done. We want to get, you know, I got a job I can do right now if I had the resources and tools, but it's just coming together and getting your head on straight and stuff like that in amongst of, you know, a wilderness, a concrete jungle out there, and you know, the enemy is there, and the enemy's strong, and it's at the door knocking, and it's up to us to not answer.
So you're working on getting your ID so you can get your VA benefits back.
It's already been done. Catholic Charities is another group that helps me out. You got Nation's Finest, and you got the River Fund. You got these three groups that kind of network together to help the homeless as well, and veterans alike.
Okay.
I go through Catholic Charities for right now because I'm engrafted in the culture of the people there, and that's important to me to know and meet people, and you know, kind of what you're doing is, you know, I want to be all about that.
Okay.
And we'll talk a little more off camera with some other resources.
Okay, James, I appreciate you. Thank you for this update, and I'll see you when we get back. I'm really looking forward to go to the tunnels, and I'm sure my subscribers, when we do the tunnels, I want to go live.
Yeah,
so
that'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool. So thank you, James. You're awesome, bro. I appreciate you.
And,
good to see you.
Yeah, no doubt.
Any closing words?
Yeah, just look me up in Laughland. You know, it's comics dream come true. Not really. You know, I want to pull myself out, and I got things that I'm working on. You know, I'm not a perfect.
Give out your Facebook and your other social media.
Yeah, so hashtag Done Show, hashtag DUNNSHOW, and I do live podcasts as soon as I get a phone. You know what I mean? So it's exciting times that I live in. I try to keep my chin up. You know, it's a dark depression that you have to fight and combat with, and you have to get up and you have to get going, and you have to have that God-like strength. You know, because the joy of the Lord is my strength. You know, and that doesn't go away. You know, being happy, you know, is a man-made thing. You know, but
every day is a new day.
Being that man of a satisfied man and of a content heart and a clean heart, creating me a clean heart and renew a right spirit within me. And this is what we have to die to the man and rise up in newness of life, because we're walking amongst the dead and we need to be in spirit.
That light.
So,
Amen. Thank you, Brother James. I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah.